Alright, what is up, you guys? I wanted to come to you guys with my AEW review. So let's get right into it. To start off, AEW, the first match of the night was a 12-man tag team match with the Elite and the FTR and the Young Bucks versus the Dark Order. This match was pretty good. It was pretty good for a 12-man tag team match. It was all right. I mean, I thought it was pretty enjoyable. It kept my attention. I thought it was enjoyable to watch. This was a pretty good 12-man tag team match with the Elite and the FTR and the Young Bucks versus the Dark Order to start off the first match of AEW. I thought this match was alright. I thought it was okay. It was pretty fun to watch. It was enjoyable for exactly what it was. It was alright. I disagree with the outcome of the Dark Order beating the Elite. I disagree with that. I think the Elite are now buried. I think you have buried the Elite. You've buried the Young Bucks. You've buried Hangman Page and Adam, and you buried Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. You buried the Elite. So I mean, I totally disagree with that. With the ending of this 12-man tag team match with the Dark Order beating the Elite. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I think you have buried the Elite. I think they're now buried. AEW is just burying talent. I don't get it. I don't understand why AEW continues to bury talent. I don't understand that. That's one of my biggest gripes of AEW, that they just bury talent just to bury talent. I mean, I don't understand it. But this was a pretty decent 12-man tag team match with the Elite versus the Dark Order in the first match on AEW. This match was decent. It was enjoyable. It was alright. It was fun to watch for what it was. It was enjoyable. And the Dark Order ended up picking up the win over the Elite. Like I said, I think you've buried the Elite by having the Dark Order beat them in this 12-man tag team match. So so on the other end of things, you have the Elite that is now buried. You have Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. Now, they're now buried. You have the FTR. You buried them. So and you buried the Young Bucks. So there you go. I mean, AEW just continues to ride along and just bury talent. Like it's not even, like they don't even care. I mean, Tony Khan is the biggest idiot in the world. This guy is the Vince McMahon of AEW. This guy is Vince McMahon 2.0. I mean, Tony Khan is the biggest reject, this guy is, he's the nerd in school that you will give a wedgie to. That is who Tony Khan is. Tony Khan is the nerd sitting in class with his glasses on, and he's the nerdy kid in school that's getting a wedgie, that's getting a swirly in the bathroom. That is Tony Khan. I mean, Tony Khan is an idiot. He just continues to bury the talent that he has. I don't understand it. You bury Kenny Omega. You bury Hangman Page. You bury the Young Bucks. You bury FTR. And then you have the Dark Order beat the Elite in this 12-man tag team match at the end of the night in the first match to kick off AEW, which was enjoyable for the most part. It was enjoyable for what it was. I disagree with the ending of having the Dark Order beat the Elite. I disagree with that. I don't know where the Elite goes from here, because you just had them lose. You just had them lose again to the Dark Order when the Dark Order just beat them last week on AEW. The Dark Order they beat the Elite again. I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. And then we had Matt Cardona and MJF. I mean, not MJF, but Matt Cardona and Cody versus Alex Reynolds and John Silver in a tag team match. This is your basic run-of-the-mill tag team match with Matt Cardona and Cody versus John Silver and MJ, and not MJF, but and Alex Reynolds and John Silver. So you have Matt Cardona and Cody versus John Silver and Alex Reynolds. This was just your basic one-on-one. This is your basic run-of-the-mill tag team match. This was a tag team match, just basic run-of-the-mill. Matt Cardona and Cody beat the Dark Order, beat two halves of the Dark Order and John Silver and Alex Reynolds in the second match on AEW. This was your just basic run-of-the-mill tag team match with Matt Cardona and Cody versus two halves of the Dark Order of John Silver and Alex Reynolds. So there you go. And Matt Cardona and Cody pick up the win over John Silver and Alex Reynolds. And then we had Reba versus Big Swole. Big Swole ends up destroying Big Swole ends up destroying Reba. So there you go. And then in the main event, this was the best match of the night in my opinion. The main event of AEW was the best match of the night with Jon Moxley and Darby Allin. This was a very, very good match, man. These two guys absolutely went out and stole the show and had a great match in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship between Jon Moxley and Darby Allin. This was a very, very good match. I enjoyed this match. This match was great, man. Jon Moxley and Darby Allin absolutely destroyed each other in this main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. This was a very, very good match with Jon Moxley and Darby Allin for the AEW World Championship in the main event of AEW. This was a very, very good match, man. This was probably the best. This was the best match of the night, in my opinion, in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. This match was very, very good, man. I enjoyed it. This was a good match. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I liked this match, man. Jon Moxley and Darby Allin absolutely destroyed each other in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. This was a very, very good match, man. So, for that, I'm giving AEW 1 out of 10 for the Jon Moxley and Darby Allin main event for the AEW World Championship. I'm going to give AEW a 1 out of 10 for that match. AEW was a 1 out of 10. There was two matches and there were 3 tag team matches on this show, which I totally disagree with. AEW is overdoing it with tag team matches at this point. They're just oversaturating AEW with tag match after tag match after tag match. I mean, I'm over tag team wrestling with them, man. They're just overdoing it. It's overkilling it at this point. You only have one singles match, and that was Reby and not Reby, but Reba and Big Swole. That was the only one singles match, outside of Darby Allin and Jon Moxley in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship in the main event. We had Reba versus Big Swole, and then we had Jon Moxley and Darby Allin in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. That was a good match between Darby Allin and Jon Moxley in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. That match was very, very good. I will go back and watch that match again. I liked it. That was a very, very good match. Overall, I'm going to give the show a 1 out of 10 for AEW. They're killing the show with this overabundance of tag team wrestling. They're having too much tag team wrestling on their show. They're oversaturating their show with tag team wrestling. I mean, I don't want to see tag team wrestling all the time. I don't care. I mean, they're just overdoing it with tag team wrestling. They're overdoing it. I mean, you don't need a lot of tag team wrestling on this show. I mean, So I'm gonna give AEW a 1 out of 10. Like I said, I like the match between Darby Allin and Jon Moxley in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. That was a very, very good match. And Jon Moxley ends up retaining his AEW World Championship over Darby Allin in the main event. So, if you guys like this AEW review, hit that thumbs up. And guys, let me know what you guys thought about AEW down in the comment section below. Give me your thoughts and opinions on what you guys thought about AEW. Did you guys enjoy AEW? Did you guys hate AEW? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about what you guys thought about AEW down in the comment section below. Overall, I'm giving AEW a 1 out of 10, and I'm giving that one, but I'm giving them a 1 out of 10 because of the Darby Allin and Jon Moxley match in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. Other than that, there was nothing really to this show. This show was just blah. I didn't like it. I mean, the only match that was good was Jon Moxley and Darby Allin in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. Guys, if there was one match I would refer you guys to go back and watch on AEW, go back and watch Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. Go back and watch that match. I think you guys will really, really enjoy it. So, thank you guys for watching this AEW review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a blessed Thursday. And guys, stay healthy, stay safe. I hope you guys have a good day or night or evening, depends on where you are in the world. I hope you guys have a great day or night or afternoon, depends on where you are in the world. And I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching this AEW review. So, I'm giving AEW a 1 out of 10. So, the rest of the show, the rest of AEW was just blah. I didn't care for it. It was what it was. This show was not enjoyable to me. They're overdoing it with tag team wrestling. I mean, AEW is just overdoing it with tag team wrestling at this point. So, other than that, this has been your AEW review. Other than that, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this AEW review, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace, guys.